Before we start identifying the minerals, let me introduce you to some of the tools that we will need. So the first tool that we need is a copper penny. A copper penny is a tool that we're going to use to determine the hardness of the mineral. Copper has a hardness of about 2.9 on the Mohs hardness scale that you will see on page 75 of your lab manual. So if you scratch a mineral with the copper penny, that means it is softer than the copper penny. That means it has a hardness of less than 2.9. If it cannot be scratched by the copper penny, that means it's harder than 2.9. So that is how we use the copper penny. Now, another thing that we use is something you all have is your fingernail. So some minerals can be scratched by a fingernail. For example, look at this mineral here. I can scratch it with my fingernail. It is very soft. So that tells us that this is softer than the fingernail. You can see it's come off on my hand. So if it's my fingernail has a hardness of 2.5. So that means that mineral that I just showed you is softer than 2.5. Now, we also have a steel nail here, a metal nail. This metal nail has a hardness of 4.5. So if you scratch something, a mineral with this nail, and it makes a scratch on the mineral, that means it is softer than 4.5. If it cannot be scratched by the nail, the metal nail, that means it is harder than 4.5 on the Mohs scale of hardness. Then we also have these little plates. This is called a streak plate. Some minerals can be identified by their streak, which is the color of the powdered mineral. So, for example, let's see this mineral here. It's very golden in color. However, when you streak it, it has a black streak, which means that it's not gold. If it was gold, we would have had a golden streak. So now we use this as one of the identifying features or properties of this mineral, that it is golden in color but has a black streak. So this is a streak plate. Now this is also a streak plate, which for minerals that produce light colored streaks, we use a black streak plate. Now you also have magnets here. So there's one mineral in your group of minerals that is magnetic, and when we look at that mineral, you can test it to see if it gets attracted to a magnet. So these are magnets, this and this, and that mineral can be tested by using a magnet. Now, I also have a bottle of dilute hydrochloric acid here. This is used to do a chemical test, and there's one mineral in your tray. In fact, a couple of minerals in your tray that will react with this hydrochloric acid. That is why we will use this to identify that mineral.